Alright, this is number 10 on your quiz review for Algebra 1. The first thing you would need to do is you need to get rid of these parentheses. So in order to do that, we're going to distribute. So I'm going to take this 1/5 and times it by 20x, which, if you don't know how to do by hand, remember you can type it into your calculator by putting your fraction in parentheses on your calculator and then timesing by 20. And it will be 4. So then we'll have 4x. Again, we're going to do the same thing, 1/5 times 50. And since it's a fraction, this is the same as saying 50 divided by 5. You can think of it that way also. So then we'll get plus 10. We still have this plus 2, so we're going to draw it down. And it's still equal to 68. Then we're going to combine like terms. So there's nothing else on this side, so we still have the 68. There's no other x's, so it's just 4x. And then I have a number and a number, so 10 plus 2 is 12. Okay? Now I need to isolate my variable, or get x completely by itself. So first, I have to get rid of anything that is not attached to my variable. So I'm going to get rid of this addition of 12, and I'm going to do that by subtracting 12. And anything I do to one side, I have to do to the other. That's the golden rule of equations, remember? So then you get 68 minus 12, which is 56, equals 4 times x. So we still don't have x by itself, but remember 4x means 4 times x, or 4 multiplied by x. And remember, the inverse of multiplication is division, so we are going to divide by 4 to get rid of that, and divide by 4 over here. So when you do that, these 4's divide out, and you're left with just an x, and then 56 divided by 4 is 14. So then your answer is x equals 14. And then remember, we can always check our work by plugging it in. So I'm going to replace this x up here, and I'm going to replace it with a 14, and hopefully this will work. So we get 68 equals 1/5 times 20x, but x was 14, so 20 times 14, plus 50, plus 2. And then we do our order of operations. So we have to do parentheses first, and inside the parentheses we have 20 times 14, which is 280, and then I still have that plus 50 all in parentheses, and then 1/5, plus 2. All that's still there. So then you do 280 plus 50, and that will give you 330. We still have that 1/5, and that plus 2. So then I do multiplication next, because remember, order of operations is, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, or parentheses, which we've done already, exponents, we don't have anymore, multiply and divide from left to right. So I'm going to do 1/5 times 330, which is the same as 330 divided by 5. And when you do that, you get 66. And then I still have that plus 2, and 66 plus 2 is 68. We got what we were supposed to, so that means our answer is correct. So the answer would be x equals 14.